There is one thing, I will leave you at one. There is one question which intrigued me very much. A person who, let's say, all of you are speaking about energy. The person is a scholar, of course. And she says, you're speaking all the time energy. What is energy? Could you please define and give us an example of what energy is, cynically speaking? And this is what I would like, just in 5 minutes, to ask all those who gave working demonstration to come with their definition and just to give a sample of what Kanichi did it. He said, he gave definition, and then he gave the icon, he gave the token, he gave the essence of what for him was energy.
When I think of energy, it's my mind. And I get the first energy comes from my mind, and it's of spirituality, and that gives me force in my body, the energy in my body. I won't call it force, but the inner energy to my body. So it is for me it is first mind, and then I'll show you what it will do, show you tiny. Then when my body fills with energy, then I can show you the different levels in one movement.
Of energy. I think energy is something that the body is creating with some kind of resistance, like you have a waterfall and you can make that into electricity. It is not the water that becomes something else. You get like the water with the falling gets a kind of energy. Like my body is falling and I can let this movement die. I don't use it. Or an actor should use this energy, make it into electricity. That's what gives, like the electricity that Grotowski was speaking of too, gives the electricity further on to the audience.
For me, energy is a stream that goes through my body when I'm performing, and that as a skilled actor, I should be able to model.
It seems clear that energy is defined by what you think it is to some degree. That is, that what you think it is gives you access to something. And I have drawn my thoughts toward the earth and the fact that I am made up of the earth, and the earth's gravity, its mass, which draws me to it and fixes me here and gives me a place from which to resist, as was mentioned earlier. And in my position as a small fraction of the earth, also with my own mass, I'm drawing it to me. And then these changes, these different levels, the energy of me talking to you and you listening to me, and giving me your attention and pulling things out of me and receiving them and thinking about them and having an attitude about them, and it comes back to me. And I have an attitude about that, and it goes into the next thing I make and it comes back to you. But it is ultimately about falling. The physical energy, that level of energy. It is about the fact that the body is made to thrust up against gravity. It's our tool with which to move and take the next step.
Energy is like the voice, something that I can work on, that I can at times create or be created by, but that I cannot capture. It is something that you can't define. You can't define it because it changes, it flows all the time.
Energi here inside. Energy inside. When we do for sweet singing, there's a little less energy, then we have strong energy, then less energy. Okay?
The definition that I've been thinking about this year is pulling with my legs and my feet, pulling some molten substance, some electrical power, some steam, something from the earth, and bringing it up to the inch below the navel, where somehow mysteriously it transforms from right to left, and comes up through my pectorals, out my eyes, like a great net falling over the audience, and descending like rain behind you, down into the earth, up, and I'm pulling it back through, and and I've been working this year with this wheel, this embracing wheel, and feeling that inside the wheel, if I'm just speaking with one person, it can be a small wheel, or to the second row, slightly larger, or to the back row, a slightly larger wheel. But somehow I'm on the outside of this wheel, and there's a transfer happening. And inside the sphere, there is a weather system with tornadoes and hurricanes and lightning and all sorts of stuff happening inside the, what the crew call the crystal sphere.
Here.